Hey everybody, how you doing out there today? Hope you guys are doing well. Coming to you another day here of class. I hope that you guys had a good spring break. I hope it was restful and enjoyable for you, and I hope that you're ready to get back here in the groove and start talking about some of the next topics we have in class moving forward here in our adult roles class. So let's get right into it here. As you can see, I'm in here to where you can obviously see what I'm looking at. Yours might look slightly different, but you will see a module April 1st, DLD. Obviously, you will have a video from Dr. Henshaw. Guys, I'm going to continue to include those in there, but don't feel like that you have to watch it every time. If you've watched it, if your parents have seen it, you can just bypass that. However, it will be there for information if you need it for some odd reason. Welcome page, pretty standard. We have changed some things on the welcome page as far as if you're needing assistance. If it's pertaining to topics to my class, obviously you still reach out to me. But if you're having technical issues and things like that, there are some people that you can check on in there that you can reach out and check that out. Attendance check as usual. Make sure you guys are checking that. Please understand, even though you're checking that that you're in class, does not necessarily mean that you're going to be getting points for the assignment. Obviously, I know we're going through kind of a strange time, as all your teachers have told you and all your parents and administrators. However, there still should be some work getting done in order for you to receive some credit in this class. So just going in, doing an attendance check, that's fine. It puts you present, obviously, but it's not going to give you credit. So if you're having concerns why you might see, something that's not graded or maybe something where you've missed quite a few points, again, don't be afraid to reach out to me, but that could be part of the problem. So make sure that you're staying on top of this and speaking with me very quickly if you're noticing something that doesn't look right. Let's not get to the end of school here and notice something and say, oh my gosh, it's been wrong for a long time. Let me know quickly, okay? The next thing you'll come to is this actual video with the instructions for the assignment. Okay, so you know what that'll be. You'll be watching this right now. Then next you will click on something called the Adulting Project. All right, and this is what you will be working on. So here's what you need to do once you get into this screen here. You will see this link, the first one. I want you to go ahead and select that and get that opened up. It will download up here. Go ahead and launch that. And this might take just a second. Nope, didn't take too long actually. Okay. And you will see, let's read through this a little bit, see what you're actually going to do. Okay, this is a simulation scenario. So this simulation assumes that you are paid a yearly salary at 25 years old. All right. You have been to college and you're ready to start living on your own. You can choose your first career position. So you can choose whatever you want. That is fine. You will start this project without your parents, without a roommate, no car, or a place to live. Students will research all costs associated with living on their own. So this is getting you to think about all those costs associated with that. And we talked about that a little bit earlier in the semester also, where you guys kind of set out an outline for a budget and you could start thinking about some of those things that are going to cost you as you start getting in the real world. Also, I showed you one of my pay stubs, and that kind of give you an idea of a little bit of some of the deductions and things like that sometimes we don't always think about that have to come out of our paychecks and things like that. So you have some background information on this to begin with, so we're just kind of building on that. You will create a presentation and spreadsheet. Sorry, that's spelled wrong. We'll change that. Software to complete this project. Right now, we're going to exclude the spreadsheet. I'm not worried about that at the present time because we've already done that. And if you have a spreadsheet you've already created, you are more than welcome to glance back at that and use that for this assignment, okay? But this will consist of 20 slides, all right, and cost associated with living on your own. So I will give you details about what I want on each slide, and then you'll have to put those costs and things like that associated with that. Project requirements. You may use any form of presentation medium that you'd like, okay? I don't care if it's Google Slides. I don't care if it's a PowerPoint. I don't really care what you do, long as that we can obviously read it and we can see it. Please keep in mind that when you're doing any kind of presentation like this, We don't need to read a book. We don't need to read big paragraphs on each slide. You need to get to the point, and you need to list the things that need to be listed. All right. It says this is a major project in this class, and it's worth a total of 100 points. I'm going to actually change that to 50. All right. That's going to go down to 50 if you were in class. The expectations would change a little bit, so that will be changed. And I believe you will see on the actual assignment it says 50. I forgot to change it here, but I'll make that change. Your presentation should be a positive image through the use of themes, colors, pictures, etc. No misspellings or grammatical errors, all right? So you guys should be taking some time to reread this before anything is submitted, all right? You guys are at the age now where that is an expectation, and that is something that you guys can do and should do, and that also helps get you ready for the real world. Class time will be given to complete this project, so no different than if we were in the classroom and you'd be working on this. You're going to be working on this at home during our class time, all right? If you're missing or you can't work on the project for some reason, you need to let me know, all right? If you're having internet issues, you need to let me know. So, for example, you email me when this project's due and say, well, I didn't have internet. That's not going to work, guys. You got to let me know before that so I can get with Ms. Brewer, so I can get with Mr. Fosnot, I can get with Hoop, I can get with the people I need to get with to let them know that you're having connectivity issues and we can see what we can do, okay? Don't let that come up on us at the end. Tell me early, all right? Because I need to know that. If you don't communicate with me, I don't know. All right, so let's get into the actual presentation slide content. Here we go. Slide 1, all right? This slide should include the following, all right? It should include your name, all right? Your full name. Doesn't have to be your middle name, just your full name, okay? It should have the title, Adulting, and then my personal budget, all right? It should have Adult Roles class, and it should have the period, okay, which you guys are 3W, 3W, and it should have the date, which you can put the date that you start this. That's fine with me for now. Just put April 1st on there. That's fine. And a picture that represents your occupation. So if you're going to be a nurse, you'd want to go out and find a nursing photo. If you're going to be a teacher, you'd want to find maybe a classroom in a teacher setting photo. If you're going to be an iron worker, you're obviously going to find a picture of those employees doing that. A flight attendant, whatever you might be doing, okay? It's your choice. But you would be required to include a picture on there. Slide 2, all right? This would be the location. So this must include the following. Where do you want to live? You do not have to live in Muncie. You do not have to live in Delaware County. You can live in California. You can live in Mexico. You can live in Asia. I don't know. The choice is up to you. Write a short summary of why you want to live where you want to live. For example, if I want to live in Muncie, I want to live here because I live on the family farm. I live close to my parents, live close to my sister, my nephews, blah, 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 my grandparents, etc. This is where I want to live. This is where I grew up, etc. All right, you guys obviously might want to live somewhere different. A graphic image of your community, so you can imagine how this would be different. For example, let's say you want to live in Alaska. Okay, the communities in Alaska are substantially different than the community in East Central Indiana, okay, along with the scenery and everything else. But that kind of gives you an idea how they can be quite different. Slide 3, your income. All right, calculate your gross pay per month. You will see when you start looking up salaries, and we'll talk about that here in a moment, that you will find out what those employees make on a yearly salary. Well, if you want to find it out per the month, you know what to do. Divide that out by 12, and let's get a number on that, okay? Give 5 paycheck deductions that you'll have each month. Calculate approximate amounts of deductions, all right? So we already talked about some things that are deductions on your paycheck, whether it's medical insurance or whether it's, something else like retirement things that are coming out that you're putting into a retirement account or things like that. There's all kinds of different deductions that you might have, dental, eye, whatever, coming out of each paycheck, all right? So those things, you need to list at least 5 things you need to think about. Calculate your net pay, all right? And a graphic image to illustrate your slide, all right? So that can be pretty simple there on that one. That was not too difficult. The slide for your bank, name and location of your bank. We talked about this earlier in the semester. Why do you want to bank somewhere? Why do you want to bank with that bank? We talked about location, all right? We talked about ease of use. We talked about ATM cards. We talked about checking and savings account. We talked about credit unions versus commercial banks and how they are different, all right? So think about the banks that you want to use. A picture or logo of your bank. You're going to use Old National. You're going to use Chase. I got to be careful because some of these have gotten bought out. Mutual Bank just got bought out by Northwest. So there's different ones, but choose the bank that you would want to use. Remember that a good relationship with your bank is very important, all right? So make sure you check those things out. Next thing, do you want to live in an apartment or a house? You need a place to live. Do you want to rent or do you want to buy? What's the difference? Why do I want to rent? Why do I want to buy? Okay? Positive and negative, both those. You don't need to write them down, but there is. What are the monthly payments to rent or purchase the house? If you go to a loan table, calculate the payments, all right? If you know you're going to buy a house for $100,000, you're going to get a 30-year loan, and the interest rate is 4.5%, you can do the math on that and figure out exactly what's going to cost you roughly a month. Are there some other fees sometimes in there? Yeah, some insurance and things like that, some escrow and things. But anyways, we won't get into all that, but just things to think about, all right? Where will your apartment or house be located? Again, this ties in with the slide previous, kind of where you want to live too, okay? But where would it be located? Would it be located more in the suburbs? Would it be located more in a rural setting? Where would it be? And then copy and paste a picture of the apartment or house that you'd like to live in. So you want to live in this certain house that you saw on Zillow? Show us, all right? Show us what it is. And then the monthly rental or house payment, any terms and conditions associated with it. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop there. This video is getting kind of long. I'm 11 minutes in, or 12 minutes in. I only got 15 minutes. So I'm going to start there with the first 5 slides, all right? So let's go back real quick to Canvas. You can see that I've included some links to houses, apartments, and starting salaries. Now, these are here for your access, all right? You do not have to use these, but I just thought I'd give you something to give you an idea. Obviously, if you Google what a RN makes, a nurse, you'll be able to find what a good starting salary is for an RN. Okay, same with a teacher, same with a construction worker, all right? Whatever the case might be, you'll be able to find that. But I thought, well, if you don't know how to do it at all, at least you can click on a couple of these links and that'll help get you started. So here's the deal, okay? No assignment due today, all right? No assignment due for this class today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check next class period that we have that you have 10 slides done. So this is your only assignment are these 5 slides for class on April 1st. All right. We don't meet again until, let me pull this calendar up and make sure I'm right. We don't meet again because tomorrow's going to be, oops, I got to get in the right month. That's going to be a new day review. We don't meet again until the 6th. On the 6th, I will present you with 5 new slides. By the time we meet on the 8th, I want the first 10 slides turned on, okay? So you technically have 1 week to get the first 10 slides done, all right? I will not have an assignment opened yet. I will open it on Monday for you guys to submit those, so don't ask me this weekend where I can turn it in at. I'm just going to trust that you guys are working on this, and you should be, because it is your grade. Just go ahead and start working on it, save it, and then I'll introduce you to 5 more topics, 5 more slides come Monday, okay? Because remember, we're not meeting on Friday, all right? It's just strictly a review day, all right? So I won't see you guys again technically for class until the 6th, April 6th. All right, well, I'm less than 1 minute, so that's all I have. I hope that makes sense. I wish you guys the best of luck on this assignment. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please reach out to me if you need anything. I will be around my computer, obviously, all day tomorrow. And just let me know. I'll try to help you the best I can. Again, if you're having any other issues, look at those numbers in the module and get a hold of those people, and we'll try to help you the best we can. Till then, we'll talk to you later.